Hello everyone, and welcome to your pick a card reading on what does your pet think about you. For this pick a card, I'd like you to pick one pile out of the three in front of you. But before you pick the pile, please take a few deep breaths, then pick one pile for your reading. So for pile 1, we have the Amethyst, pile 2, the Magnesite, or pile 3, the Rose Quartz. Hello pile 1, and welcome to your pick a card reading on what does your pet think about you. This reading is for everyone who's chose the Amethyst crystal. So pile 1, I feel your pet feels you're quite authoritative. They feel you could be quite strict, someone who's quite firm, with a systematic way of thinking and possibly a systematic approach to the way you maintain your home. They feel you're someone who may have had some painful connections, attachments in the past, which left you in some darkness, some difficulties, which is why you've probably been spending a lot of time self-reflecting and retreating. I feel your pet thinks you're very creative and intelligent. They feel you could be quite temperamental, your moods may change, you could be a cardinal sign. They feel you're someone who's able to get to the bottom of things. They feel you're very analytical, a problem solver. Some of you may have pet birds in this group. Others of you may have some kind of exotic, unique type of pet, like a lizard, or something that's not well known or many people have. By spending time and playing with your pet, I feel it allows you to take a step back from life, pause, and look at the smaller things in life, being grateful for what you have. It's like your pet enables you to gain a sense of calm and a broader perspective on situations. Part 1, I do feel you're very strong character. You may have some strong foundations in place, values, morals. Your pet does feel this about you, but in a way, I do feel they respect it. So in terms of like feeding time, playtime, you may have a schedule that you follow throughout the week. And your pet feels like they get to find out new traits about you over a period of time. Because with this Shift Your Perception card, I feel they're always pleasantly surprised by you in terms of the things you show them, new aspects you show them of yourself. Maybe you surprise them with different types of treats ever so often. But I do feel this air of surprise. So perhaps part 1, you're learning from your pet certain ways to reconnect and ground yourself. And maybe your pet is also learning from you in terms of they're learning things about you and who you are. I feel for part 1, your pet enjoys it when you dedicate playtime to them. They enjoy roaming or being outdoors. For those who have pets where you're able to take your pet outdoors or even for a walk, your pet enjoys this. But if it's not a pet that you can take outdoors, but you can allow it to roam freely in a home for a period of time, I feel your pet enjoys this very much. Even though I do feel for some of you, your pet may try to escape outside of the boundary, which you may have to be strict in terms of containing them, keeping them away from exploring areas which you don't want them to go into. For some of you in this pile, you may have a family environment, you could be living with family, or you may have a family of your own. But whichever this is, I do feel your pet feels at home with you. Your pet particularly enjoys the outdoors. So I'm kind of feeling for some of you, you may have pet birds or the type of bird, like a parrot, parakeet. I'm even getting owls for some of you. Some of you may also have pet dogs in this pile. But for some reason I'm getting birds and reptiles for this group. And some of you may have a pet gerbil, something small and furry. Your pet also feels when you're feeling a bit low, you retreat into your safe haven. You go within, you introspect. So you may spend quite a bit of time at home. And in a way, they're quite pleased you do, because this is when you play with them and you provide them, you give them more attention. I do feel for some of you, you may sometimes not play with your pet as much because you have so many worries or you're distracted. And your pet is able to tell through your energy, your body language, when you're in a playful mood or not. So I kind of feel like you and your pet have quite good boundaries. You're aware of each other's needs and emotions. So part 1, I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. And if you enjoyed it, please ensure to like, share and subscribe to this channel for more video uploads. And it also greatly helps the channel to grow. Thank you for watching. Catch you next time. Bye. Hello part 2 and welcome to your pick a card reading on What Does Your Pet Think About You? This reading is for everyone who's chose the Magnesite crystal. So part 2, immediately I'm picking up your pet feels you're very intuitive, you have good intuition, instincts. They feel you're a very thoughtful type person, a deep thinker, sensitive, in tune with your emotions and the world around you. With the Queen of Cups, they feel you're someone who is balanced. Your temperament could be quite balanced. With the Four of Pentacles, they may sometimes feel you hide certain things from them. Maybe they want more of a certain type of treat. Maybe they know a certain type of food isn't good for them. So this is why you have to hide away this type of item. They may also feel you keep certain things close to your chest. You may be quite a private person, quite an introvert, reserved for some of you. So part 2, I feel some of you in this pile may have a medium to large size pet, like a pet dog. Some of you I am picking up on a bigger type animal, like a dog, like a dog with a lot of hair. Others of you may have a pet cat. And for a few a small amount of you. I feel you may have a small animal, like a type of bird. But whichever pet you have prior to, I do feel your pet senses you have this higher sense of knowing. You're very intuitive. You could even be intuitive about their needs, what type of food they may want on a particular day. You may even pick up on their health when they may need a checkup or when they may be feeling a bit low. Your pet sometimes feels like you leave them out in the cold, whether that's to do with periods where you need some extra time alone to introspect, go within to gain some clarity about your life and situations, or when they're being a bit mischievous, you may ignore them, you may isolate them. But I do feel this sense of strengthening your bond, your connection is taking place. I feel for some of you, you may have been a bit hesitant to get to know your pet as much before, in terms of getting to know and understand them. I'm even getting some of you may have been a bit scared to pick up your pets when you first got them, because you were scared of hurting them or picking them up in the wrong way. But I do feel over time you've got to understand their needs, and you're now in a place where you're strengthening bonds, you're strengthening your connection with each other. Your pet also feels you're someone who is very down to earth, very humble, has a nice home, someone who can fulfill their physical needs. I'm even getting, for some of you, your pet loves their surroundings. You may have decked out their home in a very decadent way, or made their home very comfortable for them. You may have spent quite a bit of money on making the home look nice and comfortable. And with the Peacekeeper card, I feel your pet feels you're very calm, peaceful. And for some of you, I do feel you and your pet are quite different. You could be the one who's very calm, quiet, collected, whereas your pet could be quite overexcited, wanting to always play, quite hyper. But I do feel for part 2, your pet feels this sense of well-being in your company, in your home. Even though you may have some conflicts ever so often, in terms of they may want to play more, or they may want to eat a certain treat, but these are just little things. But I do feel generally they feel at home with you and they enjoy spending time with you. And I do feel with this strengthening bonds card that over time, or maybe it's taken a period of time for you to bond and connect better. But I do see over time your relationship just gets stronger, and you gain this sense of understanding about each other. So part 2, that was your reading on what does your pet think about you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated, and if you enjoyed it, please ensure to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more video uploads. and it also helped the channel to grow. Thank you for watching. Catch you next time. Bye. Hello Pile 3 and welcome to your pick a card reading on What Does Your Pet Think About You? This reading is for everyone who's chosen the rose quartz crystal. So Pile 3, I feel your pet feels you're the Queen of Swords. This is someone who is very clear, very decisive, someone who is intellectual, logical, intelligent, and has good communication skills. This is also someone who could appear a bit distant or a bit cold on the outside, but in fact they're very warm when you get to know them. They're someone with an abundance of love to give. You're someone who probably carries a lot of responsibilities. You may even take on more than you can chew at times. I feel for Pile 3, some of you may have pet dogs. Others of you may have a pet that's like a farm animal. But I am feeling a lot of you do have pet dogs in this pile. So your pet feels like you're like the Queen of Swords, someone who's very decisive, very clear cut, and they feel you've come away from a heavy period of burden and responsibilities. And now you're stepping into this King of Pentacles energy. This is someone who is experienced, mature in the outlook, realistic, patient and determined to achieve their goals. So Pile 3, I do feel your pet has sensed this shift in your energy. They're feeling you're more grounded, more stable nowadays. You may even be more warm with them, more affectionate. Because they are feeling this 8 of Wands energy coming from you. You're really tapping into your passionate side, passionate nature, and moving forward with what feels right to you, moving forward in the direction which calls to you. Because with the 4 of Wands, I feel for many of you in this pile, you're looking to build a solid foundation for yourself, a home. Perhaps some of you are working towards saving for your own place, purchasing your own property. So with the Lord card, this tells me you're starting to take charge of your life. You're starting to reclaim your power, your authoritative nature, to move in the direction which calls to you. So Pile 3, your pet has seen you transition. Your pet has seen you transform from this Queen of Swords, someone who may have been a bit distant in the past, appeared a bit standoffish, but now you're beginning to regain your passionate essence. You're being more grounded in your approach. You may even exude a more warm, calmer air about you. So with this love card, I feel your pet feels you're emitting more love these days. You're becoming more in touch with your emotional needs. You're tapping into your heart center and being more true to how you feel and what you want in life. For some of you, your pet feels you may have met someone significant. And for others, your pet feels as you keep following your heart, you'll be attracting new love into your life. So part 3, I do feel for many of you, you may have pet dogs, because dogs are very intuitive, they can pick up on energies, and I do feel your pet has been with you since your transformation. For some of you, you may have recently got a new pet, but for others, I do feel you've had your pet with you for quite some time. And I do feel they are liking this new you, this more grounded, this more solid person they're seeing. So part 3, that was your reading on what does your pet think about you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. And if you enjoyed it, please ensure to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more video uploads. And it also greatly helped the channel to grow. Thank you for watching. Catch you next time. Bye.